Well, the first race of the NASCAR playoffs is in the books. And boy, was it a wild one. Anyways, guys, what is up? Thomas48 12th Man Fan here. And the first race of the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs is officially in the books. Now, starting things off, we had the NASCAR Xfinity Series race on Saturday. So basically, this race was pretty much dominated by Junior Motorsports. Noah Gragson and Justin Allgaier pretty much dominated this race early on. So Noah Gragson would dominate the first part of the race in Stage 1. Stage 2 would go to Justin Allgaier, though in the middle of Stage 2, we did have a bit of a rain delay, but we did get back going. But the thing that I really want to talk about this race is the finish. It came down to Sheldon Creed, Kyle Larson, and Noah Gragson. And man, I'm just going to let the finish speak for itself. Here's the clip.
One lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. A lap car in between, and now Kyle Larson looks to the inside. He'll take the point. Oh, there's a lot of contact. I want to do, and now Larson readies the car again. Creed off of the corner. Can Sheldon Creed hang on? His win would take him into the playoffs.
Watch Noah Gragson right here.
The 9 looking low. Noah Gragson to the low side, and Creed, he pulls the video game move. He's in the wall. Can he keep the throttle up? Here comes Noah Gragson. Creed cannot do it, and Gragson will win at Darlington.
Wow.
I've been working all weekend. I'm tired. I cannot sleep. I want to have fun. Stop working.
Yeah. Wasn't that wild? So Noah Gragson gets the win at Darlington, but oh my goodness! Sheldon Creed and Kyle Larson were door to door on the final lap, and then they wreck. Larson and Creed, they go in the wall, and they continue to beat and bang off each other, but then here comes Noah Gragson on the bottom, and Sheldon Creed tries to pull the video game move that Kyle Larson did last year. And it kind of worked, but unfortunately it was not enough. Sheldon Creed got the win. I wish Sheldon Creed won, but man, what a finish. That was great. What a great Xfinity Series race, honestly. That was really good. I mean, despite that long rain delay, this race was entertaining from start to finish. But anyways, now we move on to the Cup Series race, the Cookout Southern 500. Now, Joey Logano would be on the pole for this one. And one of the playoff drivers would not be able to qualify. That would be Daniel Suarez. Unfortunately, failed pre-qualifying inspection, so he does not get to qualify. So he would start dead last. So the green flag went out. I believe Joey Logano took the lead early. And then around like lap 4 or so, early in the race, after Suarez did a pass-through, a little bit of a pop-up shower, then decided to show up. It kind of feels like Mother Nature won't leave us alone. I mean, she's pretty much affected races like for 3 straight weeks now. Let's hope it's not 4 at Kansas. But, yeah, so we did have that bit of a rain come in. But it didn't really like cause us to have a long delay. It was just like a very small shower that was just passing through. The track got dried very quickly by the temperature, so ultimately they just had to ride around for a bit. And yeah, also NASCAR, good call by them throwing the caution for feeling raindrops, because I think if there's any sort of raindrops, from what we learned at Daytona, I think when any sort of raindrops come on the camera, feel like whenever someone feels raindrops, NASCAR should listen to them. They do not want to make the same mistake they made at Daytona, where they just literally let them race until just until it just all got worse and everyone wrecked. They don't want that to happen again. And I'm so glad that NASCAR learned their lesson from last week at Daytona. Thank you for not causing another massive pileup because you didn't pay attention to the raindrops. But yeah. So moving on, we did get a restart, and we would have ourselves a new leader as William Byron would take charge of the lead. So William Byron would take the lead from Joey Logano. And now we do have some problem for playoff drivers. Kyle Larson having engine issues. Another engine issue for Kyle Larson. Just like at Daytona. Like, that's 2 in a row. So that really wasn't great for Kyle Larson. But then we would get our first caution for incident, and this would happen right at the end of Stage 1. So Stage 1 would enter the caution as Chase Elliott and Chase Briscoe, the two Chases, tangle in turns 1 and 2. And unfortunately, this would end Chase Elliott's day. And as a Chase Elliott fan, absolute pain. And especially for Chase Elliott coming in as the number 1 seed in the playoffs. This is not how he wanted to start it. Plus, that Children's Hospital paint scheme that he has with the dogs on it. It's a very nice paint scheme. Pretty nice, pretty cute. Just a shame that it had to go to the garage early. But Chase Briscoe would continue. So, anyways, William Byron would win Stage 1 under caution, and we would head into Stage 2. So, Stage 2 went to Joey Logano. But then, in the final stage, well, Martin Truex Jr. having a very good run. Martin Truex Jr. looked like he was finally going to get that first win since Truex has not been able to win anything this year besides stages. Hasn't gotten that win yet. And even when we go to tracks when he's really good at, something happens to him. Like, look what happened at Richmond. A really good racetrack he's been really good at. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. kind of ends up screwing him over and kind of ruins his day after Stenhouse missed pit road. But anyways, moving on. In the final stage, something absolutely bizarre happened. And this happened to one of our playoff contenders, Kevin Harvick. Out of nowhere, his 4-car just bursts into flames. Like, what? What the heck? How did that happen? That was just so unbelievably wild. And just glad that Kevin Harvick was able to climb out okay, but man, that was crazy. And also, Kevin Harvick also gave his opinions on that and saying that NASCAR really needs to get their stuff together with this car. They can't just let them catch on fire like this all the time. And I definitely agree with him. We can't let this happen a lot. But yeah, so that was pretty much, that happened. So now getting into the last part of the race. Now, Martin Truex Jr., he was dominating out front. It looked like Truex was finally going to get that first win. It looked like he was finally going to get it. But then, what happens?
And we are back at Darlington where the leader, Martin Truex Jr., has just come on the radio to say he has lost power steam. He can't do anything. A huge disappointment for what was one of the strongest cars here this evening. Martin Truex Jr. having serious problems.
The playoffs, and now with a real shot to win the Southern 500. And it's over.
And as Kyle Busch takes the lead, crosses the start-finish line, and we watch the rest of the top 5 cross the start-finish line, let's look at the distance back to 5th place, Denny Hamlin, 6.8 seconds back. Do you have enough time? 30.
Yeah, unfortunately, Martin Truex Jr. had something wrong with the engine or something. Had a mechanical issue. That ended his night. So unfortunate for Martin Truex Jr. I thought this was finally going to be the day that he would finally break through and get that first win. Like, this man can't catch a break this year. Like, honestly, I just want Martin Truex Jr. to win at this point. I just want him to win one race at this point. But yeah, very unfortunate for him. But yeah. Anyways, we go back racing, and Kyle Busch is the leader. But then, guess who decides to just botch everything up?
Caution has come out.
Another twist, another block twist in the Southern
Cody
500.
Ware, after slamming the wall, he finally has come to a stop.
So now tire count is becoming a real issue. 12 sets of tires to start this race. Oh, about 3.5 hours ago when the sun was up. This is what makes this race. You know, we talk about how long it is. But now there's a group of cars that have run 340 laps at the toughest racetrack to do it. And all they've really done is sprint to the finish. Let's see what happens to the 51. Oh,
Back into the wall again.
Oh, my goodness.
Another one.
Wow. It's like a replay of the first one, and that's broken the toe link. You can't run offline in turns two. You know, this newer asphalt.
Yep. Cody freaking Ware decides to completely just botch things up. So this would lead us to a late race restart. And it looks like Kyle Busch is in good position right now. And, you know, you might be thinking, okay, another restart. Kyle Busch should be able to do it. He's been great all day. He'll be fine. Right? Right?
Is he having momentum at the right time? And I was going to say, is there smoke coming out of the 18?
Coming out of the pipes.
The 18 is blowing up.
Oh my God. What is going on?
It is unbelievable the number of playoff drivers that have had problems tonight. That's going to put Eric Jones at the start of this field. He won here in 2019. The fans are going crazy. They are either love or hate.
Yeah, that answer is unfortunately no, as Kyle Busch, out of nowhere, blows an engine during the pace laps. I don't know what happened. I guess he missed a shift or something. I guess that's what they were saying. He missed a shift. That's why it blew up. But unfortunately, Kyle Busch's day was over. So now it's down to Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick, and Denny Hamlin. Eric Jones will be the leader, coming to the green flag. And man, I was cheering hard for Eric Jones. Eric Jones did get the lead, but Denny Hamlin, he was closing in. Hamlin had a really good race car. And I was cheering hard for Eric. And then we get to the white flag. Eric Jones just has to make another perfect lap, and he gets his first win since 2019. And the first win for the 43 since Eric Almirola in 2014. That's 2 winless streaks that need to be broken. And despite Denny Hamlin's best efforts trying to send it in the final corner, it is not enough. Eric Jones wins the Southern 500 for the second time in his career, and his first ever win with Richard Petty. Great job, Eric. Great job. Great job, Eric. You deserved it. But yeah, I am so happy for Eric Jones. Congratulations to that whole 43 team. What a race at Darlington. Overall, that race was crazy. I mean, what can I say? That was just pure Darlington racing. Like, that's Darlington for you. They call it too tough to tame for a reason. And man, with the spring race being really good, you had to know that this race would be really good. But anyways, yes, that's going to do it for this recap. Next race will be at Kansas. So, yeah. We'll see how that goes. We have the Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and the Cup Series. It'll be the second race for the Truck Series playoffs as well. So, with that said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!